My name's Tim Nolan. I'm a longtime local Govy middle manager and a Modus Institute faculty member. And I'm very excited about personal Kanban. I'm able to teach that often at workshops uh, in my community of practice, and I'm delighted to be part of this course.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. My name is Thushyanthan and I'm really excited to be teaching this workshop, this guided personal Kanban course with Tim. I have found that the use of the personal Kanban has really helped me to keep a lid on the overwhelm that I encounter day to day at my organization, at my work, in my personal life. And I'm really excited to share some of the insight that I've gained from that in this workshop. I'm just going to put the sales page here. There will be a link to it in the video or in the content that you see here, but this is just the sales for it to control and thrive in the overwhelm that we are bombarded with during the course of our waking hours and even, I guess, in our sleeping hours too. There are three payment levels for the course, starting about 450 US dollars up to 550, where you will get some templates, some things to work with, as well as the copy of the personal Kanban book. So, Tim, I'm going to go back to the board here. And actually, I wanted to have you talk about the course and what we're going to be doing with that because you made this beautiful course map.
No, of course. Yeah, we there is a lot of content here. I mean, if you've had any experience with personal Kanban, you may know kind of the basics, and that'll be module one that when we talk about it, options, doing, and done. But there's so many nuances to that. And what I love about this course is that we go deep. We can do a personal Kanban hour, but if you really want to talk about how that actually helps the overwhelm, how you can actually learn how to prioritize the work, how to actually get flow going. We're going to go deep in that. So the way we've structured this version of the guided PK class or personal Kanban class is the first session we're talking about um, the first two modules, personal Kanban basics and seeing the work. And we will either do a lean coffee during our session. Our sessions will run an hour and a half or 90 minutes. Or we will do a little workshop, kind of build our board. But we want you to have a board ready to go. Either one you've already have just in your experience, or one that you've built based on the module, particularly module one.
Tim is talking about your board and having it ready. And this is what we will be covering in session one with these two modules.
Yeah, so these are from former students, and most of them, as they came to this class, were already using personal Kanban or some version of Kanban already. And if that's great, if you're already doing that, then this will be, this course will be just right for you to improve the board you already have. So, and what I loved about this exercise was we all shared our boards and they were all different, and that's perfectly okay. This whole course is going to be based on your own context. You build a board that works for you and your team, not this is the board that everybody should use. What we'll teach in this class is we don't want you to be a slave to the tool. Like whatever the tool is, try not to make it, like make what you do each day fit into their scheme. Try to make it your board, right? And so it would be great if those tools work for you, but if they don't, that's okay, right? One way we know a board will work is an analog board. I mean, you build it however you wish to, but don't be discouraged if the tool that you're using doesn't do exactly what you want it to do. You'll figure it out. It's just following the concepts of the way personal Kanban works, which is really quite simple, right? It's just two rules: visualize your work and limit your work in progress. And we'll go deep on in the first session on those two concepts.
Awesome. Yeah, no, Tim, I really like that. Let me just grab my pen here because I like rule number one. Don't talk about personal Kanban.
Yeah.
All right. Limit whip. This is actually rule two. And you see how I did that because rule number one, is visualize work.
Yep.
And this is a key driver that I think we miss a lot.
I think personal Kanban, the visualizing part, actually talks about seeing, like organizing the work that's in your head so then you don't have to remember. It frees up space either for additional thought or task, however you decide to occupy your brain. So when we get into the next module, we're really getting into how do we manage this now that we've got it out of our head and on the board. What are ways? Actually, the next two modules will be, kind of go deeper and deeper. So the next two are basically organizing your work in a way that allows you to, decide what happens next, right? Or see patterns in the work. How do you actually do work? You might change the way things get done as you see it. Most folks just do the work because it's in their head. They don't really see a pattern that they can reflect on. So session two will do that, and then three will go even deeper, kind of on the psychology of how, why is it hard for us to do the work that we do, and ways to make us feel a little bit better about doing that work. There's prioritizing throughout the whole thing, so I think that's sort of a key component. Sort of a hidden third rule is ways to prioritize the work that you get done.
So this course is the guided PK workshop with
Hmm.
Tim and I. We will be doing this over a series of 3 sessions, and it's the calendar here. It'll be for May 2024. The first session will start on the 16th and will go until the 30th. But there's going to be a pre-session where we're going to get together to, just have a chat, to meet our peers, to meet us, the instructors, and
Hmm.
kind of go on what we're going to do. I've bracketed this out as session number 1, 2, and 3. And the idea is that before you come to session 1, you would have watched and made notes for yourself for these 2 modules, and the same with session 2 and the same with session 3. Each time we meet, we're going to be meeting for about 90 minutes or so, and we will either have workshops where we discuss the state of your board or have examples of it, or we'll have a series of lean coffees where the topics of conversations will be emergent depending upon what happened to you that week or how you want to showcase your board or things like that of that nature. And then finally, the questions that you're going to be answering, even though it appears to be a lot, is again for your benefit to see what the work is like. Did I get that correct there, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect. Well done.
Bravo. I'll just do a self pat on the back.
Yeah.
No, and you'll notice that, Tim and I, we joke around. I'd like to think I'm a funny guy, but, other people have opinions on that too. Personally, I found the personal Kanban has been extremely helpful. And again, I came at it from a personal productivity kind of thing where I wanted to do more with the amount of time that I had. But after doing personal Kanban, after evaluating where the work that I receive comes from, who my upstream is, who my downstream is, and the changing nature of that, I found the evolution of priorities themselves are emergent. And it's not about packing more stuff into a limited block of time, but doing some stuff with great quality and handing it off and moving it to done, which provides a much more significant boost of dopamine to my cognitive
Mhm.
facilities, which allows me the joy, honestly, to be more humane about work and to pull work into my doing. Tim?
Fantastic. Perfect.
Awesome. So, folks, I would encourage you to sign up. It'll be for the month of May. The course is going to be yours to do with what you will, but for the certification purposes, to answer your questions, understanding that 1 month may be a little bit tight, we do have until the end of June where you will have Tim and myself to bounce questions and ideas off again and to actually do the work to complete that certification process. Any other final thoughts, Tim, that you wanted to point out?
No, like I think you said it best. It is your course. So we're here for you as you have questions about your own work, or how, and how you're managing it now and how you want to manage it in the future. And what I'd like to do is, sort of see your board early, like in this session, like a gallery, and then let's see what the boards look like after the third module. See if anything has, have we picked up anything from the class to kind of improve the board that you already have.
No,
So I'm really
perfect.
excited about that. I'm confident that we're all going to learn something new here, and I'm delighted to teach this with you, Thushyanthan. So this will be fantastic.
Yeah, likewise, Tim. I'm super excited about this course. I can't wait to see the rest of the cohort who's going to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you in the course. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.
Bye.